Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Roottrees Are Dead. In the last episode, we reached 45 names. 45 completed Roottrees. We just have 4 left. And the little baby down at the bottom here. Now, I will admit I'm feeling rather nervous because I have no idea how to get to this person. I have no idea how to get to you. Although that being said, if I'm going off that this is Tessa, then I think this must be because we've only got one Roottree left. I think this must be Christina. I think Tessa's been named in honor of her mother's maiden name. Which just leaves you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put that in because that's the logic I'm going with. But I need to get everything right. I'm at a stage where I'm like, I need to get everything right. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. Oh, and I have the extras as well. I have Patricia Jones, Helen Lennon, Joan Monroe, and Catherine Wilkins. And this... And again, I can't even try and logic. Because, like, here I'm using the logic of November is a really unique name, but it makes more sense if the ma'am also has a month name. I can't even do that with the remaining options. Because you both have names from your father's side. This is a bugger. This is an absolute bugger. Well, we do have some things here. Clearly, I've overlooked some stuff here. So in Sam... Yes, Sam was a Roottree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. Gwyneth has a green thumb. That's your daughter, isn't it? Yeah, Gwyneth has a... So maybe she inherited the farm. I think you might have inherited the farm. Okay. I don't know who your wife is. Although that... In the last episode I was saying I think we might have a dancer in the family because, No, not in you. That would be... Yeah, in Clark. They aspire to be musicians, artists, and dancers. Yeah, you're saying she inherited her mother's green thumb. And these two I don't think would have been born yet. So I think if anyone is a dancer, I think it's you. Who the fuck is this? I don't even have any pictures of you. Oh. Yeah, this is just your mam being a bitch. And then this, I think the thing I missed was the green thumb. She's got her mam's green thumb and her adopted grandfather's green thumb. I think they're all farmers. They're all farmers. So what am I missing here? Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simple: love is our future. The handwritten note says, "Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring." I don't think I've ever looked up Butler County. Okay. Butler County is located outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. While the Roottrees Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, the company began on a small farm within the Butler County limits, and the area has a lot of history with the family. The Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Roottrees family and those adjacent to them. It has been automatically added to your periodical search interface. As a side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County, and it turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler County, or even had any connection to Butler County. Okay. So can we... What is this? The Roottrees Are Dead, not to be confused with a similar game called The Flutneys Are Bred, is a video game about a fictional family called the Roottrees and about discovering their lineage after the Roottree sisters are killed in a plane crash. The game takes place in Butler County, which is a fake county in Pennsylvania, but uses fictional elements such as a fake newspaper called the Butler County Times. The creator of the game does not know anyone who lives in Butler County and has never even been there. Instead, he just randomly picked somewhere on the map near a major metropolitan area that sounded reasonable and hoped to not somehow accidentally offend the people who actually live there. Okay, and then where does... you're really doing this, aren't you? Yes, I am! Yes, I am! The Flutneys Are Bred is a game about a fictional family of ducks who live in Duckler County. Their three sons, the Flutney brothers, accidentally offend a witch who turns them into bread. They are then eaten by some of the other citizens of Duckler County. It's all quite grim. The player must identify all of the ducks in the area, their lineage, and, of course, their occupations, to find out, according to the slogan, which ducks killed the Flutneys. If you're looking for a hint for the game, I heard one of the ducks is a bank robber who goes by the name The Safe Quacker. There, I hope you're happy. Now go back to looking into the Roottrees. I would. I don't know who dis. Who dis? I don't even have a picture. I don't even know how I would get a picture. This is... Is there anything... Stephanie Jones for City Council? I'm I mean, it says, did I ever look up Stephanie Jones? Okay. You learned from an election results page that Stephanie Jones, a candidate for City Council, won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mention of the Roottrees in any articles about her. Stephanie also has a very bare-bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it says, be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. We've got this. I'm thinking thinking city council? Yeah, no, nothing. I'm completely flummoxed. I'm completely flummoxed here. Did I... Yeah, no, I do want to be there. Oh, shit! Okay. I was just thinking, again, they're locals. Okay. Although the Butler County Times does not archive their obituaries, they did a front page story in 1982 about Guy Hudson and his wife Patricia dying in a car accident. The story itself is surprisingly light on relevant details due to the recency of the accident. Police reported that the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of the Hudson's car, causing them to brake hard and veer off the interstate. Although Guy was a somewhat controversial president, foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle, which instigated the wreck, was speeding, swerving between lanes and cutting other drivers off, as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before the tragic accident. One witness says it could have been any one of us who they eventually ran off the road. The aggressor fled after the accident, and police have few leads other than make and model. Guy has been president of the Roottrees company for only 4 years. Although an undoubtedly volatile period in the company's history, he and his wife had no kids. So his wife was called Patricia. Patricia. Okay, again, no, I don't need to keep doing that. Okay. So Patricia Jones. Got it. It's 3, we have Helen Lennon, Joan Monroe, Catherine Wilkins. And it's you. Lennon, Monroe, Wilkins. Again, I'm thinking, do we have... Yeah, okay, yeah, no, there's nothing here. I guarantee maybe Miracle. No, that comes up with that. I'm thinking, would that be anything? I mean, I'd call that a business, but no. No, excuse me, Butler County. I'm pretty sure I have tried the Miracle Network. Okay, the Miracle Roottrees Estate. Do we have... No. I'm umming and ahhing over whether or not I want to look at, whether or not I want to use the duck. Because I've got one person left. I've got one person left. And a couple of, you know, spouses that I'm not 100% sure of. And I have no idea how to find this person. I have absolutely no idea where they might be or what they're doing. Yeah, I feel confident with this. I don't think I even need to look at that side of the map anymore. I think I can just focus over here on these ones. I feel confident in that one. The month names matching up. It's these ones. This is... I really don't know. I mean, maybe in Business Watch, the Miracle Network? Yeah, no, that's... No, wait, excuse me. Business Watch. Yeah, nothing. Arrgh! I feel like I should be digging into Miracle. To try and find... I don't know. Yeah, this is more so about the father, not Miracle Jr. I feel like I should be over here to find stuff on Miracle's side of the family, but it's... Yeah, and this is just... I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to use the duck because I just don't know what I should be looking for. Okay. Don't know where to look now. I don't want to, but again, I have no idea. I don't even have an image of this person. There are several people related to the campaign mailer. Have you looked into all of them? Even the spouses. Okay, fair play. Fair play. Okay, in which case, Brian Jones. Excuse me. Okay, Brian Jones is a famous athlete who broke a pole vaulting record in 1954. He doesn't seem related to the Roottrees. If you're looking for a different Brian Jones, you may need to search a more local resource. Okay, so let's Butler County Times. Okay, There are many advertisements over the years, as well as a small article from 1995 about Jones Graphic and Print. The article is a piece about Brian Jones taking over his father's print company after 20 years. Brian seems to not have let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. I've been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been a printing staple of Butler County for years. Even the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way, he laughs. But still, whether you're a new client or one of our regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices on bulk printing anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, or search for us online. I designed the website myself. Okay, so, spider search. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Jones Graphic and Print is a company that, according to its website, has existed in Butler County for some time. The website seems fancy. It even has frames. The website lists the address, hours, and a few examples of clients and the type of work that was done for each. Stephanie Jones campaign mailers, a Roottrees Candy Company, various banners and posters, Butler County Holiday Light post banners, Miracle Network, tour flyers, Roottrees Motors coupon flyers, Butler County School District, various banners and posters, Butler Summer Theatre, posters and set contributions for Children of Eden. At the bottom it says we also do web design. Come on in and get a quote today. So Roottrees Motors. As a local business. Okay. I'm a copy that. And then there's an ad for they used to be called Wilkins Motors. There's an ad for Roottrees Motors in the paper. It seems Roottrees Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors. An ad for Roottrees Motors has run in every week's Butler County Times for many years, but recently has been changed to include a picture. 3 different unique versions of the ad have been added to your evidence. Thank you. Actually, let me, before I forget, Wilkins. Catherine Wilkins. And then that just names you. Why? Okay, okay, so Wilkins Motors is now Roottrees Motors. We may have a new name, but we promise we're still the same family business. All that's different is we've joined a sweeter family. Funny noises, need new oil, come on down, we'll fix her up. Call the fixers. And then, okay, yeah, there's the address. There. Roottrees Motors, your local family mechanics servicing the entire Pittsburgh area. Yep. And then, so you're Tessa. Okay. Roottrees Motors ad that is presently running, first appeared in 1996, says that the Roottrees Motors has been around for 50 years, is a family business, and also that Tessa Roottrees, their newest fixer, learned all there is to know about cars from her Roottrees Motor parents. Okay. Which means, okay, so you weren't named in honor of your mum's surname, so you are Tessa. And here's my thought. So we've got, if I do this and I'm right, then that's gonna lock in the others. So you're also a mechanic. I'm not going to put the picture in yet. Because we have Helen Lennon and Joan Monroe. Yeah, I think that's... I'm thinking I want to, Because we've also got this, Children of Eden. Okay. Children of Eden is a musical with songs by Stephen Schwartz. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnston really likes it, realised it could fit timeline-wise with a game he was making, and decided to use it instead of something fake as a kind of Easter egg. You don't need to check it out, but if you do, I like the songs The Hardest Part of Love and Lost in the Wilderness. Also, if you haven't already, you should hit the back button to go back to Joan's graphic print, and instead of searching for Children of Eden, you should probably search for whoever was performing. Thank you! Okay, Butler Summer Theatre. Okay. Butler Summer Theatre performs plays and musicals during the summer. Makes sense. I'm about to have a coughing fit. 1 second. Pardon me. As it is not summer currently, their website has a thank you message. Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned for an announcement about performances in 1999. The website lists the credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. There's a cast list, but none of the names seem relevant. Below the cast, it lists the crew, and 2 things stand out. Posters and additional set design elements by Jones Graphic and Print, and choreography by November Studio. She is a dancer. Okay, that's wonderful. Excellent. This does not bring me any closer. This does not bring me any closer. I need... If I could just get one. If I could just get a thing for one of them, then I'll know the other. This is... Yeah, I don't think this isn't... This isn't anything. I want to see, because I remember... Where would this be? Where would this be? It would be in the periodicals. You. You know, this is just... I guess the only thing I kind of can do... And who's the other name? So we have Helen Lennon, Joan Monroe. How are you spelling Monroe? Mon. No. Monroe. Nothing. Here's what I'm just gonna guess. It's cheap, I know, but I'm at the end of the game. Yep, April was right. Booyah. Oh.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Oh. Okay, these last 2 are optional and won't lock in until you say I'm ready. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, okay. Okay. Well, I mean... Yeah, we've got everything, but these... So, these need to be swapped. So that's Joan. That's Helen. And we've got everything else locked in. Who is EC? I mean, this is... Do we have... I don't believe... I don't believe we have initials for EC. We only have initials, rather. Yeah, guardian, adoption, or otherwise. Well, that's, oh my god, where... This would be under Sam. Yeah, it's John. John and John Miller. Also, I do note that we have... One second, let me... You know what? I am out of time for this episode because it's literally just this. I'm like, I'm staying on. I'm staying on. Miller. How are you spelling John? So it is John with a H. So that is... That's John Miller. You were the farmhand. Who is EC? We have 2 ECs. Wait a minute. No. You were Clancy Edward. But still, that is... For the image, I'm thinking... Because I did notice, whilst I was editing... All the way back there. Hello. Okay. Yeah, no, that isn't telling me anything, but that's you. Who is EC? I actually didn't want to do that. Let me to that. It's gonna want us to... It wants to know what the EC stands for. I can tell that. Yeah, they won't lock in until you say I'm ready. What? Yeah, we don't have anything. There's nothing with any extra information. We've got it. This is now up to us. I'm thinking... Oh. EC. I'm thinking that E probably could... Would that be Elias? I wouldn't be surprised, because here's the thing, they're gay. They're gay. I find it really suspect that we have a CE and an EC. Part of me wonders, were there actually 6? Were there 6 kids? And because he was obviously gay, he got cut off. They allowed him to stay on the farm, but they were like, oh yeah, you're not one of us. And maybe that's why they gave her to him, because it's like, you are technically still family. I don't mean to go there. I want to see... I want to see the farm. No, oh. I feel like I'm on the right track. No. I definitely think I'm on the right track. It's just finding where this information would be. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the E stood for Elias. Where are you? We have that as well. Yeah, they've been completely changed. It doesn't help. I'm also... I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this and I'm... See, part of me is like, how long could this take me? How long could this take me? Because I don't have all day. I don't have all day for this. I think I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I'm using the duck so much in the last episode, but I think I'm gonna have to. The History of Candy book from earlier. There's a little detail about that book that you may have skimmed over. Okay, History of Candy. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction. Okay, by Charles Lee. Okay. This is part of a book series. Do we have a volume 1? Ooh! Okay. This is a book about all things candy throughout history. It starts with historical accounts dating back to the ancient Egyptians and chronicles candy through the year 1924. It includes some print advertisements from companies you've heard of, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to a major misprint added to evidence. I would not have thought of that. Yeah. There you are. There you are. Okay. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's exactly what I thought it was. He's their kid. They had 6. G is for grape. E is for elderberry. EC is for egg cream. And M is for melon. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now here's my question. I know... So I know this is Elias's son. This is Elias's son. Okay, probably not Elias something, because we've already got Elias Jr. These last 2 are optional. So I've got the thing. I've got the thing. I know. Do I need to put in his name? I'm sorry. So is there anything on John Miller? Again, I'm running at a bit of a time crunch here. I'm running on a bit of a time crunch, so that's why I'm just kind of like, ugh. Nothing relevant. But maybe under, Have I looked up Gwyneth Anderson? Gwyneth. Okay, Gwyneth Roottrees often attended social events with her husband. Yeah, no, I'm not getting anything there. There's, I don't have any names for... This is frustrating because I know who he was. He was Elias's son. He was Elias's son. Is that literally just... Okay, but first... Okay, thank you. Yeah, everything is filled in. Yeah, family tree complete! Way!
So, you had a guess for EC, and identified his partner as John Miller? Okay, that's what we were here to determine. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree. Yup, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller.
What the shit? I'm sorry, so you named your kid... Okay, we've got this one, Edward Clancy, and then the next one, Clancy Edward. What the fuck? That's why I didn't put that in, because I was like, well, clearly it's not going to be that, because what kind of dipshit names their kids that? I'm very glad that they accepted Elias's. Is that a case of no matter what you put in there, it'll accept it? Or did it specifically want, oh yeah, we want Elias's son? I have questions, but literally, I thought, because the other one was called Clancy Edward, I was like, there's no way you'd call your kid Edward Clancy and then the next one is Clancy Edward. There's no way. There's no way.
By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man, but his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not.
And they were twins? Who the Oh my god, that's monstrous. I'm sorry, what kind of person names their twins the exact same name but reverses them?
At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand. Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Because they were identical twins. Maybe not identical, but they were twins, probably identical. And so she assumed Clancy was Edward. Because she just runs up like, oh, that's my dad because he looks like my dad. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard.
Identical twins.
And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
Oh. I did not find this. How awful it is that such beauty was ripped from its rightful fate and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin, an outcast, forced to live a life of labor under a wicked relative. Steamy correspondence by Tina Angel. Yeah, I did not find that.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottrees. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36. They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point.
Damn. Because her family weren't in the Clancy Trust. Oh my god.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry. Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. his entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. I appreciate what you've done for me. The tree wasn't easy, and proving who EC was will be an uphill battle. That's what we were here to find out. If I can find my way into the Trust, my share belongs to you. Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air, this is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
We're rolling on down to the sea.
Thanks to your hard work, Sam Madsen's book was published. It received mixed reviews. Life went on, and a new president took over the company. The Roottrees family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Roottrees Mania is now unlocked as a new game. Way! I'm a secret Roottrees. I've earned billions, maybe. I don't know. Oh, that. Okay, question. You know what? I can figure this out. In between episodes, because I am going to continue on with the story. Oh my, I'm just like, so at the end there, when it was like, oh, make sure to search up people's spouses, I presume it wanted me to search up Patricia. I presume that's what the game wanted me to look into. I figured it out. I figured out that EC was another child. Kind of just going off the vibes of the game. Like, I didn't really need evidence. I was like, I know who this is. This is another kid. This is another kid of Elias's. Oh, I like that. That was good. I do apologize that I ended up using the hint doc so much at the end there. Well, in my defense, I only used it, I think, about 4 times. Just, like 2 hints for specific, No, I used it 5. I used it 5 times. 2 for Tessa, 1 to get volume 1 of the candy book, and then the other 2 were just kind of, I didn't really follow up on them because I didn't understand what it was asking me to do. I think it was asking me to look into Patricia. I am really out of time. I need to be going, like, now. Probably like 10 minutes ago I should have been going, but I had to finish this. I guess I don't need to give my thoughts on the game because I've still got Roottrees Mania yet to do, which we will be making a start on in the next episode. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.